Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing? Welcome back to another stream. If you are watching over on the CSE account as well, you won't be too familiar with myself. You'll be more familiar with Wiz, who will be joining us in a minute. So do make sure, drop a big like on the stream. Make sure you get your comments in as well. Let me know, how are you feeling about the market? Are you bullish on this recent move? And we will be kicking off the stream in a minute. I'm just tweeting out the links, so it won't be a minute. But yeah, in the meantime, say hello. Obviously, if you're not too familiar with myself, I'm Dave over at Stonksy. Work alongside Wiz. Obviously, these are for the people watching on CSE that are probably not too familiar with myself. But we will have Wiz, we'll have the man himself coming along in just a minute. I'm just tweeting out, yeah. So yeah, it won't be long, but and then we'll get the screen shared, and then we will be going from there. Yeah, so do make sure, get your comments in, let me know how you're feeling. I'll be reading the comments in just a second, just as I tweet these out. I'm not too familiar with the CSE intro, so I wasn't too sure how long it was going to go on. So I didn't exactly know how long I had to to tweet everything out. But there we go. I'm nearly done now anyway. It's been a good move though, hasn't it, today? Really nice to see upside action and strong upside action as well. Let me just get that ticked. There we go. Yeah, nearly done now. So that's it tweeted out on everything. And then all I need to do now, people, is just pop it into the Discords, and then we'll be ready to rock. So thank you very much for bearing with me, just as I tweet everything out. One more. Bang. There we go. Right. So that's it all tweeted out. Thank you for bearing with me while I did that. How many have we got in with us? Let me share my screen. Let me get the share screen going. Bang. There we go. And let me get over onto the chart so we can have a look. Let me turn Stonksy on. Bang. There we go. So Bitcoin has been doing absolutely fantastically. It's been a really, really good move over the past few days, but particularly yesterday and today. You know, yesterday getting the breakout move, finally, a daily candle close over 94,000. It was a very good candle close as well, wasn't it? Really nice, towards 95k and above. And then today we've continued on, so it's done exactly as we was thinking. You know, close over this grey line, and then it's game on. Then you know that is the signal for higher. Evening, good evening to you. Greetings from Mold, North Wales. Okay, very nice, really nice part of the world. That really nice part of the world. Yeah, I've been to Mold a few times. Supreme Court will issue a ruling on Trump's tariffs, isn't it today? It is today, yeah. I'm not sure what time. And also I don't know what time zone the Supreme Court works on. Let's see. Let's ask Rock, shall we? This is the great thing, innit? Is we can just ask Rock. Let's see. Let's see what it says. But yeah, I'm not too sure about what time it is. I don't know what exactly. Let's see. However, the court did release 3. So it was anticipated today, but it did not issue any ruling on tariffs. Right. So I think there's been a delay. Yeah, so there's been a delay from what Grok is telling us anyway. There's been a delay on the Supreme Court's decision on tariffs. So they did release 3 opinions today. on other cases, but did not issue a ruling on a tariff case. So it looks like, anyway, we're going to be prolonged on this tariff kind of on this tariff news. So yeah, that. Oh, what's that? That's coming up at the bottom there. Hang on. There we go. Let's do. Yeah, we'll do that one. It's quite good. That's going along the bottom there. I don't have any of them on the Stonksy channel. Might need to get some of them. Yeah, Wiz will be joining us in a minute though. So yeah, we won't. Oh, here he goes. Here he is, Wiz. Wiz, what time you jumping in, mate? No rush anyway. Get yourself set up. Get yourself ready. There's no rush. But yeah, Wiz will be joining us. And again, obviously, for those of you on CSE, you'll be more familiar with Wiz than myself. I'm Dave from Stonksy. I mean, we're going to be doing some regular streams together, hopefully every week. So, yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more of, me, obviously, on the CSE channel every week, and Wiz on the Stonksy channel. But basically, everyone in Stonksy knows Wiz already. You guys on the CSE account probably don't know too much about myself, unless you've seen, obviously, unless you've seen Stonksy. What else have we got? We've got someone saying, good evening from Switzerland. Hello to you, my friend. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we're going to get any decision on the tariffs today, which is maybe a good thing, maybe a bad thing, depending on the actual outcome when it comes out. We'll see. Chippy on a flyer still. Yeah, we'll cover Chippy today. We'll cover Chippy today. Fire. Oh, no, wait, that's not Firewatch. That is Desperados. I'm doing well, mate. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm really good. Oh, no, it's not Desperados. It's Despinese Tourist. Hello to you. I do apologise. I thought you was a viewer from the Stonksy channel called Desperados by your name. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm doing great, mate. I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Let me know, what's everyone been doing? Have you been trading much? Have you been catching this breakout move? What is your overall feeling on the market? Do let us know. Bullish then. Chippy on its way to 2 mil. Yeah, we'll cover Chippy in a minute. Good evening, Barros. And yes, Steve, this is live, mate. Live and direct. Howdy to you. Yes, live and direct, mate, coming to you. And we will, obviously, yeah, we'll have Wiz joining us in just a second as well. So, yeah, do get excited about that. But, yeah, let me go and pull Chippy up. Let's go pull Chippy up, yeah, because Chippy has been on the cooker, hasn't it? Chippy has been in the fryer. Chippy's been in the fryer, up to 1.5 million market cap, up 14% basically over the past 24 hours. If we have a look on the daily, yesterday was a I nearly swore then. Stop myself. I nearly said effing fantastic day, but it was a great day for Chippy yesterday. Basically a 50% increase, wasn't it, yesterday? So really doing some nice work there. And if you actually have a look from the start of the year, Chippy is on a 2x now. So if you go to the start of the year, which is there, Chippy is basically on a 2x. Bang on 100% basically, almost. So yeah, doing really, really nicely so far, Chippy, this year. And of course, wouldn't it be great to get back to any of these levels too? If you get back towards 3 mil, then from the start of the year, that's up almost 5x, isn't it? From the 750k, 800k ish. So 4 or 5x, and then of course back up towards 4 mil plus will be fantastic. But yeah, Chippy's doing really great, really nice impulse move. So yeah, all good things in there. Dinner with Dave, mate. Thank you for joining. ICP is doing great. Can you ping the link over? Yes, mate. Yes. You should be able to just go into the StreamYard, I think, though. Should you not just be able to go into the StreamYard? I think if you just go into the StreamYard, you should be able to just click on Join Studio. But it doesn't matter anyway. I fired you it over, mate. It's in Slack. Have a look in Slack. It's in Slack. So, yeah. But, yeah, thank you to everyone that's joined so far. Do make sure you drop a big like, of course. Get your likes in. And do let us know. What are you excited for? But yeah, good engagement in the chat so far. Keep your comments coming. Please do keep your comments coming. And yeah, Bitcoin's doing really well. So obviously when Wiz joins, we will cover some altcoins. Let's leave the altcoin fun for when Wiz is here with me. Obviously, Bitcoin. If you have a quick look at Bitcoin, then doing really nicely. Now, what we want to see here is obviously the stonksy red background from 108k close out, because then that really does, signal that the momentum is shifting. However, nonetheless, we are in a breakout move, because yesterday we got the breakout candle closing above the range, so there was the indication, and today we're following it through. And really, it doesn't take much, does it, to get all it seems like so far away, but we are 9-10% away from the high time frame resistance region. And there's not, this could, in an ideal world, we will basically just recreate this, but to the upside, wouldn't it? 3 or 4 days to the upside, and bang, there we go. We come and test SR. Realistically, we may take a bit longer. We may come up, and then we may have to come back down for a bit to reload, and then do something like that into the end of the month. But nonetheless, yeah, this is where we want to be seeing it. That's where we want the action to come from. And here he is himself.
Here I am. Here we are.
Here he is, the man himself.
Here we are. How are we, my good friend?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, it's been a fun day. Been a fun couple of days, actually. A lot of action this week.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been a good old time, hasn't it? Especially the last 2 days.
Yeah. Can you move my box up a little bit? I think.
Yeah, I think I need to move mine as well.
And we got the little bar across. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I could just turn that off. If I just turn that off. I'm not too familiar. I'm not this snazzy on the Stonksy page. I don't have these. These floating banners, these moving banners. No.
You got the crypto saving expert hat on, or is it your little Bitcoin one?
No, it's the Bitcoin one.
I might join you on the cap, because
yeah, it's the Bitcoin one.
I don't suit caps. I don't think.
Yeah, but yeah, continue to get your comments in. Let us know what you are feeling and what you're thinking. But yeah, I think, in general, we've had a great, jolly old time. And, the prize really is, the short-term prize anyway, is obviously a move up to here. High time frame resistance. Yeah.
There's been some mad stuff, Dave. Like, I was looking for my watch list. There has been some mad stuff. Have you seen some of them?
I've been having a little look, yeah. We'll cover...
Dash is nuts.
Dash had like a 100% candle yesterday, didn't it, at one point? And then it moved all the way down.
Do you know the one that's really haunting me as well? Because it's come up a couple of times and I've looked at it and thought, nah. Gunzilla.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's up about 50-odd% today.
Yeah, well, this thing is just...
It's a monster, isn't it?
I mean, that is nearly a 2x since Sunday.
Yeah.
You get towards $900, which isn't that far away. It's only there. That's a 2x since Sunday. I mean, this is crazy. This could go seriously high. Yeah. Considering what Zek done, and obviously, in my opinion and many other people's opinion, I assume anyway, Zek isn't really. Privacy. Yeah, it's not the true privacy coin. The true privacy coin is XMR. But I mean, yeah, you look at Zen as well. Zen, another one from the privacy sector. Yeah. Zen, one that we traded in the last privacy bull run.
I bought privacy coin.
This thing is just crazy. This thing is just literally yesterday. It opened the day at under $40, and that's already over a 2x since yesterday. Nuts. I mean, what? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Like, why does Dash move like this compared to like? It's just, I mean, you look at that.
It's,
and this is the thing about when things catch a bid, innit? And when we're talking about, when things do turn around, like you look at that has been selling off since mid-November. Yeah.
Because the other one is because it would look like a completely dead project. It's Berachain.
Let's see.
Berachain's up for Bera USDT.
Yeah. Oh yeah, up 35%. Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it?
Dead ones that.
Yeah. And you look at them, and you look at especially Dash anyway. I mean, literally 2 months of down retraced in 2 days. That is crazy, isn't it? Like 2 months of down. That's been going down since the middle of November, and then obviously it's sideways for a period, and then literally 2 days, bam, done.
It's nuts, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's crazy.
I
But
might actually have to have a look
XMR,
through some stuff from Monero because I've got a decent wad of Monero somewhere in a wallet.
yeah,
I won't say why I have it on stream, but I have a wallet of Monero.
yeah. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, literally,
I'm getting teased here
almost
as well.
almost a 2x since last
I'm
week.
getting
So,
teased by a Zcash long.
are
My
you?
TP is 450, and it wicked to 447. My first TP anyway.
Let's see. So let's see what's performing the best out of the last 24 hours. So obviously Dash, 7 days, 107%, 24 hours, 53%. ICP, I know someone mentioned ICP in the chat actually. I don't even know where that is on my list. Let's just reload another one. Yeah, so 20%. I mean, yeah, again, you look on the weekly, that is going all the way back to, again, the middle of November, 2 months of down, 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 and then sideways, bang. I assume this is 1 or 2 days that it's just completely just wiped that out. Yeah, 2 days, bam, done. And this is it. You don't need much on Bitcoin. I mean, we haven't even really gone that far up on Bitcoin, have we?
No, exactly.
We've literally gone up like, this week so far, we've probably gone up, about 5%.
It came off the back of Total, didn't it? Because the Total really broke out.
Yeah, and the Total 2 looks fantastic on the monthly. When you look on Total 2 on the monthly, it looks great. It's just riding this really nice channel. We'll have a look at it in a minute. But then Stonksy, of course, caught it really nicely. But yeah, that's doing really well. What else is doing the best? Let's see. So obviously Monero, Zcash, yeah. Pump's having a good time. That must be over 2x
That's getting
now.
Squeezed now as well, isn't it?
Well, that was led by obviously them changing the fee setup and stuff like that. I didn't look too far into it, so I don't exactly know what they changed. But if you look at Pump on the daily, let's see. So yeah, this has been having a good time since the start of the year, basically. Obviously, when everything else got squoze up, and then we had 2 harsh drop-off days, and then one of these days, wasn't it, when they announced that fee structure change, and then bang, there we go. But you look at that off the bottom there, that's basically a 2x now as well.
Crazy, isn't it? You love a bang.
Bang. Yeah.
You love a bang.
Jupiter doing, that's crazy how that's down at 24 cents, isn't it? Aero, obviously a channel favourite and a Dave and Wiz favourite once upon a time.
Yeah, I like
Lighter.
Aero.
How's your lighter doing?
So not particularly well. I you know what? I wish I'd sold at $3, but I'm longing down here. I'm longing down here because I think it's I think it'll have a really good run. Like they're still making a lot of money. They're still moving quickly, and obviously it's got the backers. It's just airdrop people. At the end of the day, if you airdrop 25% of your supply to airdrop farmers, chances are most of it is going to end up getting sold on the market anyway. Yeah. I'm just annoyed I didn't short it. Not when it launched because it pushed up, but on the chart, it looked at me as well, and I was like, oh, I can't if I'm holding my spot, etc. But it came up for the underside retest. It was a perfect underside retest rejection, like textbook on the chart before a nuke down.
Yeah.
Oh, Metis 15.
Yeah. Well, do you remember Chili's? Obviously, this is a bit of a not an OG one, but this is definitely one from last cycle. Back in 2021, and they had all kind of the like the football coins and stuff like that. That's a and do you know what as well? This may actually be one to watch, Chili's, because in the Euros in 2024, this got a fantastic run into the Euros. Because it's obviously like related to football and sports. This got a really good pump going into the Euros. Let's go and actually have a look at it, because this actually may be one where you try and front run the anticipation for the World Cup coming, in the next 5-6 months. So if we actually go and have a look, let's go and visit it. So let's go on the monthly. Where are we? I'm sure it did it. Well, maybe it didn't. I don't know. Oh no. Oh yeah. No. Well, I don't know. Maybe it didn't actually get as good of a run as I thought. I thought this got a really good run, but that basically just pumped with the rest of the market and then stayed sideways. and then dropped all the way off in June. So I don't know, mate. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe it might have been the World Cup previously before that. I don't know.
Should be good either way.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you what. What I reckon will pop off at the World Cup. I reckon Polymarket will be pretty active.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like that sort of stuff at the World Cup. Like, can you imagine if they do stuff like, will there be a streaker in this game or some shit like that?
Yeah, someone will do something like that, won't it? Do you not remember that guy that bet on that? Like, obviously with like an actual betting thing, he bet on that there would be a streak. I think it might have been in the NFL or something, and he just went and done it himself. So he put a load of money on yes, and then just went and done it himself.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah, good. I was just turning on a VPN.
Yeah, you back, mate.
It's annoying.
But yeah, I was just saying then, there was a guy once that put a load of money on it to be a streaker on. I think it was an NFL game, and he just went and did it himself. Yeah, he just went and done it himself, which, on Polymarket, how can you dispute? Because it's, you just use crypto and it's non-KYC in it, you just connect the wallet. So in theory, you could just put a load of money on yes and go and do it yourself. So yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if that falls into any sort of like. Well, I suppose. Well, the whole thing around Polymarket is it's not meant to be classed as gambling, isn't it? It's meant to be classed as prediction market. So, would you actually be breaking any gambling rules there? I'm not too sure. I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah. Have you done anything on Polymarket? Are you in any
recently?
positions?
I haven't. I haven't touched it recently.
I am. I've done. I've done Israel and the US to strike Iran this month.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm up about 25% on them.
One that I was looking at the other day was, the Bitcoin prices. Bitcoin to hit whatever in January, and obviously I'm guessing 100k now.
That's very much
71. So this is almost double from when I was looking at it last time, which I think it was one of the first streams back. We looked at this, and it was on like 30-odd%, something like that. So this is doing nicely, and that's not far away at all. That really, I mean, the fact that that's only on 71, and the price is what? I'm just scrolling all the way back up. So the price is over 70. Over 97k, 97.3.
Yeah, I'm up 49% on my Israel strikes on Iran by January 31st.
Oh wow. What's I suppose like you've got, because you can obviously take all these that's going on, can't you? So like, will Trump acquire Greenland before 2027?
No, I don't think so.
What does acquire mean? No, does acquire mean buy or just go in and take it? I suppose both, doesn't it?
Yeah, it covers all bets. I found as well.
Will the US invade Greenland in 2026? 12%.
Yeah, I found one thing worth doing is, if you are entering some of these, is ask if you've got like a browser or even just ChatGPT or something. Just say like, what exactly does this cover? Because I know people got burned on the terms of the US invasion because it wasn't classed as an invasion. So it's always worth reading some of the small print.
Yeah.
I did actually, I don't know if anyone followed in the video that I did for the predictions, I ran through some very interesting predictions that I think the prices have started to shorten up a little bit because I did back them. But obviously I had the one of Starmer going before the end of the year. Which I would love to see.
Let's see.
Starmer out by
so
50% chance of him going by the end of the year.
I think that's fairly low considering the local elections in May.
Yeah, but no one really cares about the local elections.
If
he goes, it'll be an economic thing that gets him out of there.
If they get steamrolled though, like that is because the forecast to get steamrolled, obviously, unless they try and cancel more of them, which it's probably likely that they're going to try and do. But
crazy. Go on. What other markets? Do they have any mad markets on here, Dave?
I mean, I think the thing with this is he has no shame. So even if they do get
Oh,
steamrolled in May,
he will stay there.
just not care. Yeah, he will literally stay probably until
he will stay.
It would probably take like a vote of no confidence or Parliament to be dissolved to get him out.
He's the type of guy that will go to a party and he'll wait until the end and he'll whip out his sleeping bag and go, where can I go? He's that type of fellow.
He literally will overstay his welcome.
Yeah. What
until the very end.
Have they got any fun trending markets on here? Is there any mad stuff?
Let's see what's trending.
Anything mad?
Is that the Iran leader, I'm guessing?
Yeah, Khamenei, the Ayatollah.
Will the Iranian regime fall before 2027?
That's an interesting one.
That's split quite evenly, that as well.
Yeah, I think they're finished, personally.
This has came up a tiny bit. This was I think this was 23% last time I looked at this. So this is up a small amount, about obviously the Trump tariffs. So this is the one that you have on. The US strikes Iran by...
I've got Israel. I've got Israel strikes Iran.
Oh, Israel strikes. Oh, sorry.
Israel strikes Iran. I did also do let me have a look, because I did do I did the US one as well, but the US one now is, because they're pretty certain of when they're going to do it, it's split out by days. So it's, will the US strike Iran on January the 16th or on January the 17th? And typically, if you go to war, you do it at the weekend. So I've gone for Friday and Saturday to cover my bases on that one. That one's an interesting one, actually, if you're doing by the day, because then you have decent odds.
Yeah. I tell you what, any NFL fans in the chat?
I may or may not have quite a sizable position on Seattle Seahawks.
Really?
Yeah, one of the Americans that I do, one of the American guys that I do some of the spaces with, he's an ex-professional gambler, and he sends me about 200 messages a day, bless him. But one of them that I get a lot is lump on Seattle for the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
do you know what? Every season of NFL, I'm like, I would love to start watching it, because I think it's entertaining to watch. It's like just it's just chaos in it. But then it's just like, what?
I don't find it entertaining.
No, I think it's entertaining to have on in the background. Like, you just have it on in the background. You've just got like, it's just chaos in it.
When is the Super Bowl?
I think it's normally February time. Steve will know. Steve will know in the chat.
What you saying? Stream and Polymarket. I say that actually. I'll be in Thailand, so I don't even know what time. It'll be crazy time for me.
To be fair, it might just be like if you got up early in the morning.
Yeah.
It might just be like, if you get up at like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah. What's go on the US strikes Iran by? Is that the one that's split out by days? I think it is. Yeah. This is an interesting one. Are you gonna have a? Oh, that order book is different then, because it's not giving me those prices for my current position.
This is a big one. This has got $28.6 million of volume.
Yeah, I think you need to have a little bit of a wager on it.
Yeah, so if we look at the volume, most of the people are taking this January. So obviously the end of January. So most people, you see there's nearly $8 million of volume out of the 28.6. So around about a third of volume is for the end of this month.
It's only giving me 7 cents. Will the US strike on?
Yeah, so this is US strikes Iran.
Oh, that's buy. That's buy, not on.
Yeah.
Buy, the on one's the interesting one, because like I say, 7 cents for US to strike by January the 17th. Israel's just come down quite a lot.
Yeah, what else is trending? Elon Musk tweets.
Culture's always quite funny. I always find the culture tab quite amusing.
Let's see. Culture.
Will GTA 6 cost $100+? Oh, they also, they have like the Minnesota daycare fraud stuff. They have a load of markets for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Tim Walls to be charged and stuff like that, and
yeah.
Yeah, that is fairly crazy. The thing is, like that will just be going on everywhere. You know, can you imagine what goes on in the UK? You know, my God, like
Well, there's
it will be
Somali daycare centres
crazy.
in the UK, isn't there? There was one discovered in
Yeah,
there was one discovered in thingy. There was also that so I was going to do a video on it. Is there was like this bogus nurse training scheme in Birmingham, what was based out of Pakistan and India. It had 60 odd million pounds of funding over 3 years, and it was this residential. The address was this residential house in the suburbs.
I assume probably there will be a lot of people sat there nervous now after this has come out, thinking, you know, if someone starts digging into this or someone starts digging into this, then it suddenly blows a whole lot of stuff up, because we've never really had anything like that.
This is why spending needs to be on the blockchain.
Yeah, like there's never really been a proper look into, you know, like PPE, for instance, from COVID. You know, that will have been billions and billions of pounds basically just given to friends and you know, just like backhanders and everything. And
Michelle Moan.
Yeah, it's never been looked at really.
Ooh, I'll tell you what is sending, Dave.
Go on.
One of your old favourites, Wi-Fi.
Oh, is it? That is still on the list.
It's in quite an interesting buy zone now, because it retraced a lot.
Yeah. Well, what is interesting today is I can't remember the last time where
Bitcoin was up and the S&P was down. Yeah.
And it was this was down basically 1% before, and Bitcoin didn't even flinch. So that's quite interesting. But I mean, what do you think about the Mag 7? Do you think they're just kind of like in reaccumulation? But they seem to be stalling quite a bit, don't they? But
I think
just range bound.
Yeah, I think we're seeing.
Because if you look at Nvidia, this has basically been range bound now for you know 6-7 months.
Yeah, I wrote about this in the newsletter today, that's the one that's catching my eye a bit. I think we see an increased focus on Nvidia, and because AMD was a really nice one, like the AMD chart. I was annoyed because I was going to cover that as my newsletter stock tip, but it literally like went into the area of demand and went again. I think is MSTR only 4% up today now? That thing was up like 9 earlier.
Bloody Metaplanet was the one that got away. Just never dabbled into it, and that's almost 2x.
Do you think Tron will ever go?
I don't like. I think it's interesting with this, isn't it? Because even though they're not really, well, they are maybe comparable, but you wouldn't have thought that he would have let some of the Tron stuff die like it did, like Sundog. You know, we just kind of just let Sundog die, didn't he? So it's kind of like
he's not really done much for Tron either. Like Tron just seems to have just gone by the wayside a little bit.
Tron just
he's throwing his money around in other stuff, hasn't he?
Yeah, like Tron just exists, just in the form that it is. But yeah, what else? I'm looking for Wi-Fi, aren't I?
Wi-Fi, but
yes, there we go.
Yeah, 12% on the day.
Yeah, nice. I mean, that did quite hard, didn't it, in December?
I bought some more.
All the way back to
I
the
just
start.
wish I'd sold a bit more on the way up, but
yeah.
I'll tell you what I took my eye off stock-wise that went nuts. Is that Nutex? Oh, that thing's at 180 now.
Look at critical
metal.
Yeah. Jesus.
I'm in that one. That one's a nice one.
And
any of these critical metals, they do magnets. The other one is MP. MP is another one that I hold. MP Materials Corp.
Right, yeah.
Because Trump's talking about sending them into Greenland.
Yeah.
That's one to maybe have on your watch list, because I look at that chart and I think if that comes back down towards that 50 mark again, it could be an interesting long. Some of the Bitcoin miners I think will do really well. Iron's had a nice time of it lately. I actually think Bitcoin miners will outperform Bitcoin.
This is always a beast, BitDeer. Always. You look at that compared to Marathon, Riot, Hut, Cause. Does Ivan still do Bitcoin mining, or are they fully AI now?
It's mostly AI. I think most
Yeah.
will move over to AI because the opportunity's there.
Yeah, but I mean, BitDeer is always, and most people probably maybe haven't even heard of it or don't know about it, but BitDeer it's one of the best moving Bitcoin miners by far. You look at that today, 13%. Wow, you've got Marathon on 1% and Riot on 5%, and Hut on -5%. Like, how is Hut -5% on a day like this? But that, to be fair, that has been moving. That's
been
well.
moving up quite nice.
That's a 3x in the past 6 months.
Yeah, I think some of these definitely, alongside your crypto, some of these are very much worth keeping an eye on because I think these will continue to outperform. I'll tell you what has had a good time of it lately, Dave, as well, recently, is our old favourite CoreWeave.
Has it?
It has had...
let's see. I think it's at the top, actually. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just pushed up nicely on it.
That one could be primed for a nice run.
Yeah, that's pushed up nicely. What's some? I haven't looked at some of these in ages. Palantir is still up there, isn't it? Nutex. You mentioned Nutex then.
Yeah, look at that thing, $180 now. It's pretty mental. But yeah, AMD just below Nutex.
Look at
that one's horrible.
This is pure pain, this, isn't it?
That one's horrible.
XYZ, I think actually might be the most painful chart I've ever seen. I think it's more painful than like a -95% chart, because at least at that point you can just accept that you've lost all your money. This thing is literally just like a stable coin that you sometimes lose 10-20% on, and then sometimes gain 10-20%.
The dollar moves more. The dollar moves more than that.
Literally.
Yeah. No, AMD. I had a long order at $200, and it just went bang, as you would say.
Bang. I saw someone tweeting before
about Uber.
No, not about Uber. About Spotify. That's just getting murdered, in it, I believe. Yeah, just getting murdered. Just a very slippery slope. I mean, this thing had its own bull run as well. Not its own bull run. It went up beside everything else. But I mean, you look at that if we go back for the start of 2024, 2 years ago, it was $190 come turn of the year, and then obviously you had all this time to sell here throughout middle of 2025. So literally a year and a half, it did like a 3.5x, which, for stocks is really good. I mean, you say for stocks, but stocks have been,
I've had some banging 10x's in stocks.
Yeah, but for people that maybe park a lot, basically, I think the guy that was tweeting about it has basically got most of his money in spot, because I've seen him tweet about spot quite a lot. So obviously he's feeling some pain at the moment. There's other ones, and like these traditional companies like Netflix as well. What's that doing recently?
Have you seen the state of Victoria's Secrets?
Oh, that's down quite a lot.
Dave.
No.
VSCO. I longed it right at the bottom. I took my profits a bit too early, but look at that.
Yeah, because remember when you were doing the trading challenge for this? That's when this PA was from here.
Yeah. I took my profits on this at like $40. But look at the state of that for a chart. I think this will start to distribute soon, though. It feels like it's approaching that. I don't know. People obviously just love knickers. Like it seems to be. It seems to be recession proof.
I tell you what, I haven't checked in about. Oh, look at the Rolls Royce chart. Fucking hell, like gone up again. It just never fails, does it? Ever? It just never fails to go down. Like
it's just nuts. Like if you worked there on that scheme, crazy.
This is what I was looking at the other day, was on Total 2. Was this channel that it's got going on? It's very, very easy, really basic channel, but literally, on the monthly. So obviously, you need to give it a lot of time to come to. Basically, we've been testing it for the past 2-3 months along here, but this is just very basic channel drawing, and we've stayed within the bottom, and it looks like obviously we're reacting at support, and then naturally, it may take, if you look at this point here, so we're getting kind of this, aren't we? If you look at what happened here with this candle, and then this candle, and then this one, we're getting a very similar one where you move down, you spend a bit of time around it, and then you start to move up. Now, this took a while. This basically took from where it started to expand there in May, took all the way to August, to reapproach. So we're in January now. So, this could take maybe till April, perhaps, on the same time as this. But you look at this with obviously, with a higher time frame in mind. But if you're just using the channel, just very simple. This should be next. We've stayed within the channel. Unless we fall out of the channel on this, at some point it may take one, I don't think it would take a month. Like, it could happen in a month. It happened in a month there. But, it may take 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. But at some point, it looks like it will just gradually make its way to there. Unless, of course, it falls out of the downside.
Unless Dave decides to sell.
Oh, yeah.
How are you positioning yourself given the current geopolitical climate? Well, I'm long oil. I'm long materials. I'm long metals. I'm long gold. I don't think there's you know what the geopolitical thing is? I think it's it's all priced in, and B, it was all part of the master plan. It's a video I'm going to make, but Venezuela was never about the oil. Like the oil, I don't think much will come from the oil of Venezuela because ultimately no one wants to spend a penny in there apart from Chevron because they want to get into bed with Trump. No one else wants to go anywhere near it, and they've made that very clear. So ultimately, I think it's. I don't think there's any risk. I think more of the risk comes from some of Trump's more seemingly desperate policies. I think I touched on this in a video over the last couple of weeks, but it feels like Trump's very much in midterm mode, and he seems to be adopting some very non-typical Republican policies, that we say, like banning institutions from buying family homes. That's quite. I would say that would, if someone said that policy to me blindly, I would say that's a Democrat policy.
Yeah, he seems to be doing a lot of universal stuff as well, doesn't he? Like, obviously,
it's
telling
affordability.
banks that they can't do the over 10% credit cards and stuff. Yeah,
affordability is the trade this year. That's all he will bang on about this year, and every bit of his policy will be dictated to affordability, which makes me think some of this is really interesting because oil, I think, will go up, and I think oil will be the thing that he can't control, and we see oil prices go up because ultimately $50 oil isn't good for anyone. Like, the Permian boys don't like it because it's not profitable for them. It's barely break even for some of the other operators. The Saudis can't really operate on $50. Russia can't fight a war on $50. $50 does nothing for anyone apart from keeping inflation down, which is obviously what he needs to do for the Fed to lower rates, which I think is where we're at. I think that's he knows that if energy starts going up, inflation starts going up, and then if inflation starts going up, he's not going to get the cuts that he wants. Yeah,
I mean, US gas prices have been falling, haven't they, a lot? Like, I think it's really cheap over there now for fuel.
Yeah. Well, the real winners out of it all are going to be the refiners, because the refiners, if the input price goes down, their margins will get bigger, and if their margins get bigger, it's good enough for them. But yeah, I think that's the main positioning play I'm in. I think there's a few stocks that have caught my eye that I'm waiting for entries and things on, and some altcoins. But yeah, that's how I'm mainly positioning. I think ultimately you got to be a bit flexible, and there'll be shocks along the way. But I think the direction of travel very much is own assets or get left behind, and I think that's the message that's been pretty loudly shown out over the last few weeks, at least over the last few years. Sorry, is if you don't own assets, we are in an era of debasement. You only have to look at gold and silver to realize that.
Yeah, I mean, look at silver.
It's nuts.
Almost $100. Do you know what's crazy as well? Is, remember the guy that I told you tweeted about the $16,000 gold?
Yeah.
He put a tweet out at like $40 silver, saying that somewhere in China was pricing silver at $128, I think it was, or something like that. Bearing in mind, yeah, this was at like $40 silver, or maybe even less. Maybe it was in the 30s. And he said, there's a trade in there basically, and fast forward, it's actually nearly at that price. I'll try and find a tweet and send it over. It was ages ago.
Where are we at on the weekly of it? Where are we at on the? Because I was looking at patterns. And, and things like that.
Because what is this pricing in? That's the thing. Like, what are these? Obviously, talk about debasement and stuff, but this has got to be more than debasement. Like, what are these pricing in?
This is I think a lot of this is US is global treasuries being sold off, and I think we've seen that in the fact that the yields have started going up. This one's really interesting because I was chatting to someone about this, and there's a phenomenon where I don't know the exact numbers, but if something has a weekly close over 80, it then tends to go to 120. And silver, I think, hasn't had a weekly close above.
Can you imagine this though? Like, imagine being a silver bull. You have waited basically since it tipped off in 2011. And then obviously you got like a 3x here, or 2.5x, but you have waited 14 years for this. This is what you've been since it tipped off here, and then it began its descent. 2-3 years selling off sideways for the 5 years, then really good time in 2020, and then again sideways for like 3 years. You have been waiting so long for this moment. It's crazy. I mean, the thing is, this can't carry on forever, can it? Can it? Can it?
No. Are you gonna want to short it?
I wouldn't short it, but I also wouldn't buy it.
So we've not had a weekly close above 80. We may well do this week though.
Oh no, wait. Oh no, we had a weekly close on what? 79.
Yeah.
80. 79. 90.
I would say going out on a limb, this thing looks like it will close above 80 on the weekly. Unless something major happens, this will close above 80 on the weekly.
That is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you want to get involved in tokenized silver, check out the Crypto Saving Expert channel, because my colleague, Mr. Web3 Spud, did a really, really good live stream with a new tokenized silver project that definitely worth checking that one out.
I know you like your other metals as well, and I've got them on here somewhere. Where's that gone?
I love metals.
You bear with me. I really need to clean out this watch list. Here we go. So I've got 3 of them. So I've got platinum.
Look at that. That is a beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Copper's the next one, though. Copper, I think, is really...
Copper?
Yeah, copper. Copper wants it. Copper looks like
it does. Look at that. What a chart.
Copper looks like it wants it.
I mean, it's literally at its highest point ever.
Yeah, it's all-time high.
Look at that.
All-time high, baby.
I mean, this isn't good news for anyone who wants any plumbing work doing, unless you go in plastic. Any plumbing work that you're getting done, your copper piping's about to go up in price. Palladium, I know you
Palladium,
like
look at that. That is
doing really nicely.
That is beautiful.
So this, a lot of these. So what other? Yeah, so that's, and the thing is as well, is the way that things are going. This is lagging, isn't it? This is lagging silver. This is lagging.
Yeah. This will be the catch up.
Yeah. And look at that for a rounded off pattern. That is like the perfect rounded bottom pattern, isn't it?
Isn't it? If you could draw a chart, that is the chart you draw.
Yeah, that is just perfection, basically. From drawdown to accumulation to expansion, that is literally just like pinpoint perfect.
That is as they call it, textbook. I like rhodium. I like rhodium. Zinc as well.
Zinc, and what about nickel? Does nickel have any relevance?
Not sure. If you want to trade any of these, you can trade them on Prime XBT in the link below.
Yes.
If you sign up, you'll get a very tasty bonus courtesy of Mr. Martini Guy.
What was the other one? Rhodium, zinc, and then nickel.
Rhodium, zinc, and I said another one, didn't
nickel.
I? You said nickel.
Is nickel? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, nickel.
Let's see how these doing. So rhodium. This basically had its bull market before everything else, didn't it?
Yeah.
This basically had its bull market before it took a backseat. But as we know with crypto, basically like what's happening here is basically like what, say, like ZEC did. That basically just went on its own, didn't it? And then had to cool off for a bit.
That's a very questionable drawing, Dave.
What was it? Let's see. Oh yeah. I'm not going to finish that off because we're on YouTube. But you could have really nicely finished that off down here then. Zinc. Yeah, zinc's doing well. Zinc again, really pushing up nicely. And again, nothing really but clear skies once it gets above this region, especially. And then nickel. Don't really know anything about nickel.
Look at the state of that wick.
I don't know what this is that I've pulled up as well, because this has got loads of gaps in it.
Look at that wick, Dave.
Look at that wick. Is that a real wick? Did the nickel actually do a 2x in a week? In a month, sorry, I don't know. Really? What happened there?
That's a squeeze if you've ever seen one.
Crazy.
I was looking through some proper weird stuff,
I bet the mining stocks, like the gold miners and
so
and
my sister's partner, and I'm so annoyed I didn't follow him. Literally, like I want to say 18 months ago, he told me that he'd gone quite heavy. And bearing in mind, this guy's a financial advisor. He went really heavy into something called Greatland Gold. Is it Greatland Gold or Greatland Resources? Greatland Gold PLC that trades over the counter.
Is this a ticker or not?
Yeah, it's great. So GGP, Greatland Resources, an Australian company.
Oh yeah.
Right, this guy was banging on about it back in it was Christmas last year.
Start of 2025. It's 5x. 5x.
I never followed him in on it. But this guy was like shilling the daylights out of it at Christmas dinner with the posh side of the family as well. He was like, "This is what you need to buy."
That had green candles every month from January 2020 to December. That had a whole year of literal every single month was green for a year.
Yeah, but that was the COVID gold rush.
Yeah, that's mad. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? I tell you what, I am looking forward to. Obviously, for everyone that watches Gold Rush on Discovery Channel, the new season
show that, isn't it?
Yeah, the new season's currently going on, and you know what's really funny is because you have to remember that obviously that's filmed from like March till like September, October. But obviously in the first couple episodes, they were all buzzing because gold was at like 3K or 3.5K, something like that. So you can imagine, obviously, when filming starts again this year in like 2 months' time, how buzzing they're going to be. Gold is nearly 5K. They're literally going to be like pulling all out of the ground now. And you got to think for some of these people as well. Do you watch it, Wiz?
No, but I can imagine it's pretty. I can imagine.
Yeah, it's really good. It's such a good show. Right. But like a lot of these people were mining gold like back here. When it was like 1,000. Like. And even here, like 2,000. And while obviously the fuel and stuff like that, well, I don't know actually, because gas prices have come down, but, while expenses may have gone up and whatever, but suddenly, they're pulling gold out the ground that's suddenly worth 2x, 2.5x, maybe even 3 or 4x from back what they did, 5-10 years ago. It's crazy, isn't it? Like, can you imagine? And I don't think we really haven't, unless like obviously just Bitcoin miners as well. But there's not really many industries where you can literally just do the same job, and then the year after the product that you're working to get is suddenly just worth 2x on its own without doing anything.
I tell you what is really interesting, Dave. Go up into your top bar on TradingView where you put in the ticker name.
Yeah.
Not on the add to list. Do a custom ticker. If you go up to that top left where it says XAU USD.
Oh, this.
Click on there, right, and type in SPX.
Yeah.
/XAU. And then press enter. Oh, did you? Yeah, you get rid of that. Yeah, I love doing this. The custom tickers where if you put two together with the slash. But look at this on the monthly.
Oh,
Oh.
You nearly seen all my naughty tabs then.
Look at that on the monthly. Like that's gold is outperforming the S&P.
Yeah.
It's getting to a weird bit where it might see a reaction.
What was interesting wasn't too long ago. Not XAG. I was looking at this chart. No, hang on.
Just put the slash in between. If you go between them and just put the slash, it just does a custom ticker. It's a little tip to anyone in the audience for TradingView. A little TradingView tip is if you put two different tickers that you want to compare and put a slash between them, it'll create a custom ticker. So just put /XAG. Yeah.
Was it this one? Yeah. So this one was interesting me last month because when you look at the chart, we have come really nicely into this zone here, and I like these zones when this happens on charts. Now, this might take a bit of time to come off. What is this? I don't think this is the right one.
So you're comparing Bitcoin against silver. You're comparing Bitcoin against silver.
Yeah. There we go. There it is. Right. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah. There we go. Right, that's where it was. So yeah, my box was actually just a tiny bit lower, but I was looking at just obviously a tiny bit more down maybe, and then Bitcoin to go up. But if it goes up for me, great. You could definitely probably draw that box. Actually, you could definitely utilize them a bit more. So if you draw it there, that works out well with these monthly closes where these wicks dipped into. But this is interesting because, Bitcoin's basically been losing value against gold since August. But when I looked at this a few weeks ago, this was definitely an interesting point. I think that box was from 18 down to like 16, so just covering that big region where these wicks came into here. But this is at a really interesting point because if Bitcoin does get going against gold again and gold keeps going up as well, you could get some really nice potential movement on Bitcoin, and obviously on this chart. But yeah, I think it's looking like especially with how these monthly candles are forming, we may get some relief, which will be good because then we'll see Bitcoin take some strength against gold. But Bitcoin's nearly on its way to 98k.
Send it there.
In ages. Now, do you know what's funny? We haven't even looked at Sol or ETH yet, so let's have a look at Sol. So this is what I put in the newsletter today. So
Solana.
Yeah, so this is Sol. So obviously now we broke above. Let's see if yesterday's close wasn't really anything satisfactory for me. Today's daily close will look better in terms of confirming a breakout. But yeah,
I'm short 148. I'm short 148, so I need this to reject.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
In terms of the daily, I'm looking at the daily anyway. You might be scalping, I don't know. But in terms of the daily, obviously we'll see how it develops. But like Bitcoin's one, where Bitcoin was the first to go on it. Bitcoin was the first to break its range, and so first daily close above this resistance region here, and then follow through. Solana and ETH really are lagging behind Bitcoin in terms of breaking the range. So we'll see if thing goes. But I mean, this should, if we do break range and we get strength, then towards kind of 165-ish is where I'm looking, and then maybe up to 200.
I've just looked at ton. That's a
Oh,
horrible chart.
is it?
Tom,
I'll have a look in a
it's a
minute.
horrible chart. Yeah, no, I like ETH. I think
ETH's the same.
ETH feels
Yeah.
like it's nearly there.
Yeah, ETH feels like comfortably up to 3.6. As long as Bitcoin behaves itself, this is where we're at. Everything's kind of lining up as well. We've got Bitcoin breaking range and then starting to push. Everything's looking really nice for a range break. And then this as well. I put this in the newsletter today as well. I mean, this is the simplest thing as well, to just line up with how things are looking. And obviously with how structures are looking in terms of things breaking, a 2-month consolidation, this just looks prime now to rip back back to the downside like it has done here. We came up into this region. We actually went higher than the previous ones, but nonetheless we stalled, and then now obviously breaking back down. And all this is obviously measuring USDT dominance. So people buying and selling into USDT from everything else, and then now it's suggesting that people are selling USDT to buy Bitcoin and alts, all the way back down towards 4%, or just generally more down, is obviously bullish for the market. And it's basically just an inverse of the charts. It's basically just looking at an inverse of the whole market. But the fact it came back up to this region, this is an old chart now as well. This price action is going back over 2 years. So yeah, really nice, and hopefully lines up. But yeah, I think it does look good. I mean, I think the biggest thing will be as well, Wiz, I don't know about what you think or not, but obviously will this be an underside rejection at like 107k, or will it be?
So.
Yeah, could we come up and do something like, because to play devil's advocate away from the bullish side, if you were looking bearish and that comes up and underside rejects, you could build the case that is just then a lower high, couldn't you? You could build that case on the weekly. Could say there's your lower high, there's kind of your complacency bounce from here, and then obviously looking lower. Alternatively, obviously the bullish one is you come up here. The likelihood is we probably don't cut through it straight away, because that will have been a great rally anyway, and obviously Bitcoin may need to come down for fuel. So then you retrace somewhere and then you go up, reclaim that, bang, up towards 116, and again, do you cut through that major SR zone there straight away? Probably not. And then maybe it does a bit of trading in here. We know how Bitcoin likes to consolidate, and then some point this year, then maybe pop, bang. So yeah, I mean the Bitcoin chart is very straightforward for me. On the high time frame, I only need 2 levels: this 107k region, and then obviously looking up then 116, because then as soon as you're above 116, it should be easy road, all-time high. But yeah, it's looking good for now anyway. We know how Bitcoin likes to tease us. It would be mad if this turned out to be a fake out, wouldn't it? I think it'd be the biggest disappointment if that just fakes out and then we crash down and re-enter this range. I think that would be sad. But yeah, nonetheless, it's looking quite fruitful. It's looking quite.
Yeah,
fruitful.
I'm bullish. I think we've got a very good. Good few weeks. I mean, I did make a video saying January will be so important for crypto, and anyone who watched it will have probably understood why I thought it's quite bullish. But February's always bullish. That's the one thing I think to really bear in mind. And I don't want to jinx it now, and I'm touching every bit of wood. February and March are the 2 most bullish months on Bitcoin historically. Market Structure Act, I believe, is due to be passed either tomorrow or very soon, Channel Zero. So that'll be interesting. I think I've mentioned before, there's a massive battle going on with the banks at the moment, because the banks are not happy about the yield-bearing stablecoin stuff. Obviously, that's been a battle, which is obviously why Circle is in the crosshairs. Is essentially the banks lobbied for a clause in the Genius Act where you couldn't do yield-bearing stablecoins, because obviously then it would hurt bank deposits. So to get around it, Circle, the other providers as well do this, pay Coinbase most of their treasury bill income and Coinbase then distributes that. So you know when you see on an exchange and it's like Coinbase, it will say you get paid X% on your USDC deposits. It's essentially the yields that you're not meant to be getting that's being circumvented through Coinbase to be given to you rather than kept by Circle.
Yeah.
And they don't like that, as you can probably imagine. The banks do not like that, because the banks make a lot of money. If you watch any of the results this week, I think I saw it was JP Morgan or something. JP Morgan made
revenue, didn't they?
$16 billion they made from treasury bill income on customer deposits. Like, they made $16 billion on other people's money.
They had historical revenue for 2025, didn't they? And they made the most money in 2025 ever.
This is why learning DeFi, etc. is and like learning how to yield your money. It's something I spoke about in the CSE Discord earlier with and it's something that I'll definitely cover with Spud is going through ways to earn money in crypto without trading or hodling. There are some really good ways that you can make money on your yields.
Some extremely easy ways. Like, for instance, if you want the most straightforward way how to just earn interest in crypto, you go on to an on-ramp like Coinbase, and I don't know if any other on-ramps do this, but Coinbase, basically you buy USDC and you don't even have to do anything with it. Just as long as you're holding it in your account, they pay you interest on it. So you don't even have to stake it. It's literally just you buy it and it's in your Coinbase account and they pay you interest, because all they will do is obviously use that while it's in your account. Now, obviously, you can do that on any of our links down there.
Yeah.
All you do is obviously have to you have to get your stables on there. It's just a different method.
Yeah,
but, Blowfin have always got deals on, haven't they? They do like 7-day specials where you get a super ramped up APY for 7 days, and then 1 month, and then 3 month and 6 month. Blowfin have always got good stuff going on there.
Exactly, and we'll also be covering a lot more around stuff like grid bots as well, because grid bots are also quite a good way to earn some of that passive income. But yeah, loads of always check your exchange to see what they have on the earn stuff, because there are quite a lot of stuff, and even in DeFi there's a lot of DeFi protocols, whether it be stuff on like Pendle or something like that you can earn pretty decent yields on. That you can earn like 10% yields. I parked a load of money in a DEX liquidity vault for 120% APR, and then they even gave me a nice airdrop on the end of it. Yes. There's so many ways. There's a lot of ways. Go on.
I just popped into my head then. I never thought. Did you ever get your ETH out of Coinbase?
No. I don't know if it's unstaked actually. I might.
Because that was due to I remember it was due to unstake in December.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at Coinbase actually.
Yeah, it popped into my head then because we were thinking. It popped into my head because we were talking about Coinbase and stuff, and I haven't asked you since.
You think I'd be more alert to 5 ETH, but
especially if it's gonna go back above 4K now, in the next month or so. Which it looks like it, there's a good chance it will. If
here's why oil's gone down. So Trump was speaking. We've been told that the killing in Iran is stopping. It's stopped. It's stopping. There's no plan for executions. And just like that, oil plunges back below $60. I think oil is a very, very interesting opportunity to trade at the minute. Definitely worth keeping an eye on. And our in-house trading expert, Block Pro, does a lot of oil trading. And if you join the Discord, you can find his oil charts in his little section. I give him the little spiel. Really nice.
What cup is it? Is this in the FA Cup, James?
No, it's the Carabao. The
is it the semi-final?
The Carabao Cup. For me, it will always be known as the Carling Cup.
The Carling Cup
instead of the Carabao.
Yeah, I don't even know how Carabao affords to sponsor that. Like, who goes into a shop and buys Carabao energy drink?
I think you strike me as the type of fiend to drink it.
Oh no, I don't
I
drink
bet you
energy
loving
drink.
it. Do you know? Oh,
No,
I bet
never.
you're a fiend for it.
Can't remember the last time I drank an energy drink. It must have been.
I drink an obscene amount of Monster
No,
when I'm feeling degenerate.
I reckon it's probably about 5 years since I had an energy drink, at
I,
least.
I go through, I reckon, at least 2 Monsters a week. That's when I'm being all right, because I mainly
That's
drink
not
coffee.
too much though.
No, but I go through stupid amounts of caffeine, Dave.
I remember seeing a video on TikTok of this guy interviewing this person buying like Monsters and stuff in the shop, and he was saying like, how many of them do you drink a week and stuff like that. He said it's all I drink. Like he said it was like, what? Yeah, the guy said he literally doesn't drink anything apart from energy drinks. How are you alive? How is his heart not just like exploded?
I love it. The Isle of Man TT, they literally have like this Monster Energy tent that has every flavor ever imagined.
Do you know what I used to?
I love
really,
Monster.
yeah.
Monster's better than Red Bull for me. Channel Zero, Monster for me. I like the white Monster because I don't like sugar. Well, I do, but I try not to drink sugar. But I love the white Monster. But I go through a stupid amount of caffeine, Dave.
Yeah.
I reckon an average day I'm about 6 coffees, and I do doubles rather than singles.
Oh yeah, coffee's a much better way to get it though.
My coffee machine sees more action than Costa. It is nuts.
Oh, that's what you want, though.
I do have my latte down to a tea.
What I did used to love when I did used to have energy drinks was 3Ds. Tried 3Ds.
No, is that one of those? Is that one of those corner shop specials?
No. So it was an American brand that obviously made its way over to here. 3D Energy. This was back in like.
You've seen colours at that point.
Of being a proper gym bug, and they used to have it in the gym. And the flavors were mad. Like the flavors were so good. They tasted amazing. I remember the purple one was always the best. But yeah, 3D energy drinks. You ever see it? Give it a try. It's really nice.
I bet you're seeing colours at that point.
Probably.
Yeah, no, my caffeine content is too much. I do get it from a range though. I quite like matcha. I've started getting into matcha now. I know you're not a matcha person.
Well, you know what you want to do is you want to just buy yourself a good quality decaf one, because if you buy a good quality decaf bean, you can't. Do you have bean like where you? Yeah. You actually can't taste the difference. Like, well, you kind of you will taste it a little bit, but not much. So like,
yeah, but it's like a
never get a decaf from Costa. Tastes rubbish. Not very nice. You get a decaf from Starbucks. You get a proper like decaf, like a proper coffee taste. Like it actually tastes like proper coffee.
I hate Starbucks beans. Like I hate really the burntness of them. Oh,
I really like it. Yeah, I really like it. It's not a waste. This is what the people say. It's a waste, but it depends why you drink. Like I drink coffee because I like the taste, not to get like an energy.
I love the taste, but I am a man who basically at this point I run on caffeine.
Oh yeah, you love it, don't you?
Yeah, but I sit in front of a screen for going on stupid amounts of the day. I think I started staring at the screens today at 5:30. I'm still here.
18 hours later.
We are. I am in the trenches to find the alpha for you guys.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we'll probably come to the end of the stream now. So
otherwise, I'm gonna have to get another monster out.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, everyone. Let us know as well. Obviously, let us know in the comments or in the Discord servers. I see a lot of you in here are in the Discord servers. Reminder: you can join the Stonksy Discord for free now. So if you're watching this on the Stonksy channel, it's in the description. If you're watching this on the CSE channel, hop over to the Stonksy YouTube or the Stonksy X account. It's I think it's pinned on the Stonksy X account. I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Stonksy.io will.
Yeah, or Stonksy.io. Yeah. I don't know if the Discord link is actually on there or not. But anyway, it's on the X, or obviously hop over to the YouTube and just click on one of the videos, and it's the top link. The Stonksy Discord is now open for free, so you can just come and join. You don't have to be an actual Stonksy user. You can just come and join the Stonksy in Discord and chat with the Stonksy community. And of course, join CSE Plus. That link is in the description, I assume, on the CSE channel. Join
the Stonksy Discord at Dave and just give him a ticker and he'll chart it for you.
Yeah. Do that. Do that. And I'll chart them all tomorrow. First thing in the morning, I'll chart them all. When I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to make tomorrow's video, I'll I'll chart them all. I'll chart them all before I do that.
Give him your most obscure tickers.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed it. Drop a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one because, yeah, these will be fun. Bye-bye.